Krystyn did that.
I'll seize you in face.
A pair of stocks, you rogue.
You're baggage. The Slies are no rogues. Look in the chronicles. We came in with Richard Conqueror. Therefore, Paucus Palabras, let the world slide, sissa.
You will not pay for the glass you burst.
No, not a denier. Go, by St. Jeremy, go to thy cold bed and warm thee.
I know my remedy. I must go fetch a head brow.
Further for the fifth brow, I'll answer him by law. I'll not budge an inch, boy. Let him come, and kindly.
Huntsman, I charge thee tender well my hounds. Breathe merriman, the poor cur is ill, and couple Clouder with the deep-mouthed brack. Saw'st thou not, boy, how Silver made it good at the hedge corner in the coldest fault? I would not lose the dog for 20 pound.
Why, Bellman is as good as he, my lord. He cried upon it at the merest loss, and twice today picked out the dullest scent. Trust me, I take him for the better dog.
Thou art a fool. If Echo were as fleet, I would esteem him worth a dozen such. But sup them well and look unto them all. Tomorrow I intend to hunt again.
I will, my lord.
What's here? Dead or drunk? See, doth he breathe?
He breathed, my lord. Were he not warned with ale, there were a bed but cold to sleep so soundly.
Oh, monstrous beast, how like a swine he lies. Grim death, how foul and loathsome is thine image. Sirs, I will practice on this drunken man. What think you, if he were conveyed to bed, wrapped in sweet clothes, rings put upon his fingers, a most delicious banquet by his bed, and brave attendants near him when he wakes? Would not the beggar then forget himself?
Believe me, lord, I think he cannot choose. It would seem strange unto him when he wakes.
Even as a flattering dream or worthless fancy. And take him up and manage well the jest.
My lord, I warrant you we will play our part, as he shall think by our true diligence he is no less than what we say he is.
Take him up gently, and to bed with him, and each one to his office when he wakes. Sir, go see what trumpet is that sounds. Be like some noble gentleman that means traveling some journey to repose him here. How now? Who is it?
And to please your honour, players at offer service to your lordship.
Oh, bid them come near. Now, fellows, you are welcome.
We thank your honour.
Well, you are come to me in a happy time. The rather for I have some sport in hand, wherein your cunning can assist me much. There is a lord will hear you play tonight, but I am doubtful of your modesties, lest over-eyeing of his odd behavior, for yet his honour never heard a play, you break into some merry passion, and so offend him. For I tell you, sirs, if you should smile, he grows impatient.
Fear not, my lord, we can contain ourselves, were he the veriest antic in the world.
Go, sirrah, take them to the buttery, and give them friendly welcome, everyone. Let them want nothing that my house affords. Sirrah, go you to Bartholomew, my page, and see him dressed in all suits like a lady. That done, conduct him to the drunkard's chamber, and call him madam. Do him obeisance. I know the boy will usurp well the grace, voice, gait, and action of a gentlewoman. I long to hear him call the drunkard husband. And how my men will stay themselves from laughter when they do homage to this simple peasant. I'll in to counsel them. Haply my presence may well abate the overmerry spleen, which otherwise would grow into extremes.
For God's sake, a pot of small ale.
Will to please your lord drink a cup of sack? But to please your honour, taste of these conserves.
I am Christopher Sly. Call me not honor or lordship. I never drank sack in my life. And if you give me any conserves, give me conserves of beef. Ask me not what raiment I wear, for I have no more doublets than backs, and no more stockings than legs, no more shoes than feet. Nay, sometimes more feet than shoes, or such shoes as my toes look through the over-leather.
Heaven cease this idle humor in your honor. Oh, that mighty man of such descent, of such possessions, and of so high esteem should be infused with so foul a spirit.
What? Would you make me mad? Am not I Christopher Sly, old Sly son of Burton Heath, by birth a peddler, by education a card maker, by transmutation a bear herd, and now by present profession a tinker? Ask Marian Hackett, the fat alewife of Wincott, if she know me not. If she say I have not 14 pence on the score for sheer ale, score me up for the lioness knave in Christendom. What? Am I not the Stroth? Is.
Oh, this is what makes your lady mourn.
Thou art a lord, and nothing but a lord. Thou hast a lady far more beautiful than any woman in this waning age.
Until the tears she hath shed for thee, like envious floods, or run her lovely face, she was the fairest creature in the world, and yet she is inferior to none.
Am I a lord? And am I such a lady? Or do I dream? Or have I dreamed till now? Or I do not sleep. I see, I hear, I speak, I smell sweet savors, and I feel soft things. Upon my life, I am a lord indeed, and not a tinker, not Christopher Sly. Well, bring our lady hither to our sight, and once again, a pot of the smallest ale.
How fares me lay, my noble lord?
Ah, Mary, I fear well, but here is cheer enough. Where is my wife?
Here, noble lord, what is thy will with her?
Are you my wife, and will not call me husband? My men should call me lord. I am your goodman.
My husband and me lord and me husband, I am your wife in all obedience.
I know it well. What must I call her?
Madam?
Alice, madam, or Joan, madame?
Madam, and nothing else. So lords call ladies.
Madame, wife, they say I have dreamed and slept above some 15 years or more.
Aye, and the time seems 30 upon me, being all this time abandoned from your bed.
'Tis much. Servants, leave me and her alone. Madam, undress you and come now to bed.
Christ, noble lord, let me entreat of you to pardon me yet for a night or two, or if not so, until the sun be set, for your physicians have expressively charged in peril to honour your favour, Madam Lee, that I should yet be absent from your bed. I hope this reason stands for your cause.
It stands that I may hardly tarry so long, but I would be loath to fall into my dreams again. I will therefore tarry in despite of the flesh and the blood.
Your honest players, hearing your amendment, are come to play a pleasant comedy. For so your doctors hold it very meet seeing too much sadness had congealed your blood, and melancholy is the nurse of frenzy. Therefore they thought it good you hear a play, and frame your mind to mirth and merriment, which bars 1,000 harms and lengthens life.
Mary, I will. Let them play it. Is it not commonly a Christmas gambol or a tumbling trick?
No, my good lord, it's just more pleasing stuff.
What, household stuff?
It's kind of a history.
Well, we'll see it. Come, madame wife, sit by me. Sit by my side and let the world slip. We shall ne'er again be younger.
Tranio, since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts, I am arrived for fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy, and by my mother's love and leave am armed with her goodwill and thy good company. My trusty servant, well approved in all, here let us breathe and happily institute a course of learning and ingenious studies. Tell me thy mind, for I have Pisa left, and am to Padua come, as she that leaves a shallow plash to plunge her in the deep, and with satiety seeks to quench her thirst.
Be perdonato, gentle mistress mine. I am in all affected as yourself, glad that you have thus continued your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good mistress, while we do admire this virtue and this moral discipline, no profit grows where is no pleasure ta'en. In brief, lady, study what you most affect.
Gramercy is Trania, well dost thou advise. If Biandella wert thou come ashore, we could at once put us in readiness, and take a lodging fit to entertain such friends as time in Padua shall beget. But stay a while, what company is this?
Mistress, some show to welcome us to town.
Ladies, importune me no further, for how I firmly am resolved, you know. That is, not to bestow my youngest son before I have a wife for the elder. Now, if either of you love Katherino, because I know you and I love you well, leave shall you have to court him at your pleasure.
Oh, to cart him, rather. He's too rough for me. There, Hortensia, will you any man?
Pray you, ma'am, is it your will to make me a stay among these mates?
Mates, man? How mean you that? No mates for you, unless you were of gentler, milder mold.
If faith, ma'am, you shall never need to fear. I was it not halfway to his heart. If it were, doubt not his care should be to comb your noddle with a 3-legged stool and pay your face and use you like a fool.
From all such devils, good Lord, deliver us.
And me too, good Lord.
Hush, mistress. Here's some good pastime toward. That man is stark mad or wonderful froward.
In the other's silence do I see man's mild behavior and sobriety. Peace, Trania.
Well said, master. Mom, and gaze your fill.
Women, that I may soon make good what I have said. Bianco, get you in. And let it not displease thee, good Bianco, for I will love thee ne'er the less, my son.
A pretty Pete. It is best put finger in the eye, and he knew why.
Brother, content you in my discontent. Ma'am, to your pleasure humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Trania, you mayst hear Zeus speak.
Madam Baptista, will you be so strange?
Women, confess you, I am resolved. Go in, Bianco. And for I know he taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry, masters will I keep within my house, fit to instruct his youth. You, Hortensia, or Madam GREMIA, you know any such? Bring them hither. And so, farewell. Katherino, you may stay, for I have more to commune with Bianco.
Why, then I trust you I may go too, or may I not. What shall I be appointed hours as though belike I knew not what to take and what to leave?
You may go to the devil's den. Your gifts are so good, there's none here will hold you. Farewell. Yet for the love I bear my sweet Bianco, if I can by any means light on a fit lady to teach him that wherein he delights, I will wish him to her mother.
So will I, Madam GREMIA. But a word, I pray, though the nature of our quarrel yet never brooked parley, know now, upon advice it touches us both, that we may yet again have access to our fair lord and be happy rivals in Bianco's love, to labor and effect one thing specially.
Oh, what's that, I pray?
Marry, sir, to get a wife for his brother.
A wife? A devil.
I say a wife.
I say a devil. Thinkest thou, Hortensia, though her mother be very rich, any lady is so very a fool to be married to hell?
Oh, tush, GREMIA, though it pass your patience and mine to endure his loud alarums, why, ma'am, there be good women in the world, and a lady could light on them, would take his with all faults, and money enough.
Oh, I cannot tell. But I had as lief take his dowry with this condition, to be whipped in the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there's small choice in rotten apples. But come, since this bar-in-law makes us friends, it shall be so far forth friendly maintained, till by helping Baptista's eldest son to a woman, we set his youngest free for a wife, and then to have two fresh. Sweet Bianco, happy woman be his dole. He that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Madam GREMIA?
I am agreed. And would I had given her the best horse in Padua to begin his wooing, that would thoroughly woo him, wed him, bed him, and rid the house of him. Come on.
I pray, lady, tell me, is it possible that love should of a sudden take such hold?
Oh, Trania, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love and idleness. Trania, I burn, I pine, I perish, Trania, if I achieve not this modest young man. Counsel me, Trania, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Trania, for I know thou wilt.
Mistress, you looked so longly on the man. Perhaps you marked not what's the pith of all?
Oh, yes, I saw sweet beauty in his face.
Saw you no more? Marked you not how his brother began to scold and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
Trania, I saw his coral lips to move, and with his breath he did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in him.
Nay then, 'tis time to stir her from her trance. I pray, awake, girl! If you love the man, bend thoughts and wits to achieve him. Thus it stands. His elder brother is so cursed and shrewd that till the mother rid her hands of him, mistress, your love must live a man at home, and therefore has she closely mewed him up, because he will not be annoyed with suitors.
Oh, but art thou not convinced that she took some care to get her cunning schoolmasters to instruct him? I have it, Trania.
You will be schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the man. That's your device.
It is. May it be done?
Not possible. For who shall bear your part and be in Padua here Vincentia's daughter?
We have not yet been seen in any house, nor have we been distinguished by our faces for woman or mistress. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be mistress. Trania in my stead, keep house and port and servants as I should. I will some other be, some meaner woman of Pisa, detached, and shall be so. When Biandella comes, she waits on thee, but I will charm her first to keep her tongue.
So had you need, in brief, ma'am, sith it with your pleasure is, and I am tied to be obedient, I am content to be Lucentia, because so well I love Lucentia.
Trania, be so, because Lucentia loves, and let me be a slave to achieve that man. Woman, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now? Where have you been? Where are you, madam? Has my friend Trania stolen your clothes? Or you stolen hers? Or both? Pray, what's the news?
My dear, come hither. 'Tis no time to jest. Your friend, Trania here, to save my life, puts on my apparel and my countenance on, and I, for my escape, put on hers. For in a quarrel, since I came ashore, I killed a man, and I fear I was descried. Wait you on her, I charge you, as becomes, while I make my way from hence to save my life. Do you understand me?
Aye, madam, never a whit.
And not a jot of Trania in your mouth. Trania is changed into Lucentia.
The better for her. Would I were so too.
So could I, faith girl, to have the next wish after, that Lucentia indeed had Baptista's youngest son. But, sirrah, not for my sake, but your mistress's, I advise you use your manners discreetly in all kind of companies. When I am alone, why then I am Trania, but in all places else, your mistress Lucentia.
Trania, let's go. One more thing rests, that thyself execute, to make one among these wooers. If thou ask me why, sufficeth my reasons are both good and weighty.
My lord, you nod. You do not mind to play?
Yes, why, if I say then I do. A good matter, surely. Comes there any more of it?
My lord, 'tis but begun.
Ah, 'tis a very excellent piece of work, madame lady. Would it were done?
Verona, for a while I take my leave to see my friends in Padua, but of all my best beloved and approved friend, Hortensia, and I trow this is her house. Here, my dear GREMIA, knock, I say.
Knock, ma'am? Whom should I knock, ma'am? If any woman has rebuked you, worship.
Villain, I say knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, ma'am? Why, ma'am, what am I, ma'am, that I should knock you here, ma'am?
Villain, I say knock me at this gate and rap me well, or I'll knock your knave's pate.
My mistress has grown quarrelsome. I should knock you first, and then I know who comes by the worst.
Will it not be? Faith, woman, and you'll not knock, I'll ring it. I'll try how you can solfar and sing it.
Ah, the help! Lady, help! My mistress is mad!
Now knock when I bid you, madam villain.
Oh no, what's the matter, my old friend GREMIA and my good friend PETRUCHIA? How do you all at Verona?
Madam Hortensia, come you to part the fray? Con tutto il cuore ben trovato, may I say?
Ah, alla nostra casa benvenuto molto onorato, signora mia PETRUCHIA. Rise, GREMIA, rise, we will compound this quarrel.
Nay, 'tis no matter, lady, what she alleges in Latin. If this be not a lawful case for me to leave her service, look you, ma'am, she bid me knock her and rap her soundly, ma'am. Well, was it fit for a servant to use a mistress so? Whom would to God I had well knocked at first, then had not GREMIA come by the worst.
A senseless villain, good Hortensia. I bade the rascal knock upon your gate, and could not get her my heart to do it.
Oh, knock at the gate. Oh, heavens. But spake you not these words plain? Woman, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well and knock me soundly. And come you now with knocking at the gate?
PETRUCHIA, patience. I am GREMIA's pledge. Why, this a heavy chance twixt her and you, your ancient, trusty, pleasant servant GREMIA. And tell me now, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua here from old Verona?
Such wind as scatters young women through the world to seek
Mhm.
their fortunes farther than at home, where small experience grows. But in a few, Signora Hortensia, thus it stands with me.
Mhm.
Antonia, my mother, is deceased, and I have thrust myself into this maze, happily to marry and thrive as best I may. Crowns in my purse I have, and goods at home, and so am come abroad to see the world.
Petruchia, shall I then come roundly to thee and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favored husband? Oh, thou'dst thank me but a little for my counsel. And yet I'll promise thee he shall be rich, and very rich. But thou art too much, my friend, and I'll not wish thee to him.
My lady Hortensia, twixt such friends as we, few words suffice. And therefore, if thou know one rich enough to be Petruchia's husband, I come to wed it in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Petruchia, since we are stepped thus far in, I will continue that I broached in jest. I can, Petruchia, help thee to a husband with wealth enough and young and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentleman. His only fault, and that is false enough, is that he is intolerable cursed and shrewd and froward, and so beyond all measure that were my state far worser than it is, I would not wed him for a mine of gold.
Hortensia, peace. Thou knowst not gold's effect. Tell me his mother's name, and 'tis enough. For I will board him, though he chide as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
His mother is BAPTISTA MINOLA, an affable and courteous gentlewoman. His name is Katherino MINOLA, renowned in Padua for his scolding tongue.
I know his mother, though I know not him, and she knew my deceased mother well. I will not sleep, Hortensia, till I see him.
I pray you, miss, let it go while the humour lasts.
Tarry, Petruchia, I must go with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is. Her youngest son, beautiful Bianco.
Mistress, look about you. Who goes there, La?
Peace, GREMIA. It is the rival of my love. Petruchia, stand by a while.
Proper stripling and an amorous.
Oh, very well, I have perused the note. Hark you, sir, I'll have them fairly bound, all books of love. See that any at hand, and see you read no other lectures to him. You understand me? What will you read to him?
Whatever I read to him, I'll plead for you. Yea, and perhaps with more successful words than you. Oh, unless you were a scholar, ma'am.
Oh, this learning, what a thing it is. What a thing it
This
is.
woodcock, what an ass it is.
GREMIA, mum. God save you, Madam GREMIA.
And you are well met, Madam Hortensia. Try you whither I am going? To Baptista MINOLA. I promise to inquire carefully about a schoolmistress for the fair Bianco, and by good fortune I have lighted well on this young woman for learning and behavior, fit for his turn, well read in poetry and other books. Good ones, I warrant.
'Tis well. And I have met a gentlewoman, a fine musician to instruct our gentleman, and so I know which shall be behind in duty to fair Bianco, so beloved of me.
Beloved of me, and that my deeds shall prove.
That her bag shall prove.
GREMIA, 'tis now no time to vent our love. Listen to me, and if you speak me fair, I'll tell you news indifferent good for either. Here is a gentlewoman whom by chance I met upon agreement from us to her liking, will undertake to woo cursed Katherino, yea, and to marry him if his dowry please.
Hortensia, have you told her all his faults?
I know he is an irksome, brawling scold. If that be all, mistress, I hear no harm.
No, Says me so, friend? What, countryman?
Born in Verona, old Antonia's daughter. My mother dead, my fortune lives for me, and I do hope good days and long to see.
Oh, such a life with such a man were strange. But if you have stomach to it, in God's name. But will you woo this wildcat?
Will I live?
Will she wooing? Aye, or I'll hang.
Why came I hither but to that intent? Think you a little din can daunt mine ears? Have I not in my time heard lions roar? Have I not heard the sea, puffed up with winds, rage like an angry boar chafed with sweat? Have I not heard great ordnance in the field and heaven's artillery thunder in the skies? Have I not in a pitched battle heard loud larums, neighing steeds and trumpets clang? And do you tell me of a man's tongue that gives not half so great a blow to hear as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire? Tush, tush, fear girls with bugs.
For she fears none.
Hortensia, hark. This gentlewoman is happily arrived. My mind presumes for her own good and yours.
And bear her charge of wooing whatsoe'er.
Oh, and so we will, provided that she win him.
Or would I was sure of a good dinner?
Gentlewomen, God save you. If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Madame BAPTISTA MINOLA?
She that has the two fair sons? Is it she you mean?
Even she, Biondella.
Hark you, madam, you mean not her to me?
Perhaps him and her, sir. What have you to do?
Not he that chides, madam, at any hand, I pray.
I love no chiders, lady. Biondella, let's away.
Begun, Trania.
Lady, a word ere you go. Are you a suitor to the man you talk of, yea or no?
And if I be, ma'am, is it any offense?
No, if without words you will get you hence.
Why, I pray, are not the streets as free for me as for you?
But so not is he.
Ah, for what reason, I beseech you?
For this reason, if you'll know, for he's the choice love of Madame GREMIA.
That he's the chosen of Madame Hortensia.
Oh, softly, my mistresses. If you be gentlewomen, do me this right. Hear me with patience. Baptista is a noble gentlewoman to whom my mother is not all unknown, and were his son fairer than he is, he may more suitors have, and me for one.
Lady, let me be so bold as ask you, did you yet ever see Baptista's son?
No, but here I do that she hath two. The one is famous for a scolding tongue, as is the other for beauteous modesty.
The first's for me, let him go by. Understand you this of me, in sooth. The youngest son whom you hearken for, his mother keeps from all access of suitors, and will not promise him to any woman until the elder brother first be wed. The younger then is free, and not before.
Lady, you say well, and well you do conceive. And since you do profess to be a suitor, you must, as we do, gratify this gentlewoman to whom we all rest generally beholding.
I shall not be slack. In sign whereof, please you, we may contrive this afternoon, and quaff caresses to our master's health, and do as adversaries do in law. Strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
The motion's good indeed, and be it so. Petruchia, I shall be your benvenuto.
Good brother, wrong me not, nor wrong yourself to make a bondsman and a slave of me, that I disdain. But for these goods unbind my hands, I'll pull them off myself, yea, all my raiment, or what you will command me, I will do, so well I know my duty to my elders.
All thy suitors, here I charge thee tell, whom thou lovest best. See thou dissemble not.
Believe me, brother, of all the women alive, I never yet beheld that special face which I could fancy more than any other.
Minion, thou liest. Is it not Hortensia?
If you affect her, brother, here, I swear, I'll plead for you myself, but you shall have her.
Oh, then belike you fancy riches more. You will have GREMIA to keep you fair.
Is it for her you do envy me so? Nay, then, you jest, and now I well perceive you have but jested with me all this while. I prithee, brother, untie my hands.
If that be jest, then all the rest so.
Why, now Caryn throws this insolence. Bianco, stand aside. Oh, poor boy, he weeps. Go ply thy archery, meddle not with him. With a devilish spirit, wrong him that never did wrong thee. He crossed thee with a bitter word.
Silence flouts me, and I will be revenged.
Bianco, get thee in.
What, will you not suffer me? Nay, now I see he is your treasure. He must have a wife. I must dance barefoot on his wedding day, and for your love to him lead apes in hell. Talk not. I will go sit and weep till I can find occasion of revenge.
Was ever woman grieved as I? But who comes here?
Good morrow, neighbor Baptista.
Good morrow, neighbor GREMIA. God save you, gentlewomen.
And you, good madam, pray, have you not a son called Katherino, fair and virtuous?
I have a son, madam, called Katherino.
You are too blunt. Go to it orderly.
You wrong me, Madam GREMIA. Give me leave. I am a lady of Verona, ma'am, that hearing of his beauty and wit, his affability and bashful modesty, his wondrous qualities and mild behaviour, am bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that report which I so oft have heard. And for an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a woman of mine, to instruct him fully in those sciences whereof I know he is not ignorant. Accept of her, or else you do me wrong. Her name is Lytia, born in Mantua.
You're welcome, lady, and she for your good sake. But for my son Katherino, this I know, he is not for your turn, the more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with him, or else you like not of my company.
Mistake me not, I speak but as I find. Where are you from? What may I call your name?
Petruchia is my name, Antonia's daughter, a woman well known throughout all Italy.
I know her well. You're welcome for her sake.
Oh, saving your tale, Petruchia. I pray, let us that are poor petitioners speak too.
Oh, pardon me, Madam GREMIA. I would fain be doing.
I doubt it not, but you will curse your wooing. Neighbor, this is a gift very grateful, I am sure of it, to express the like kindness myself that have been more kindly beholding to you than any, freely give unto you this young scholar that has long been studying at Rhoades, as cunning in Greek, Latin, and other languages as the other in music and mathematics. Her name is Cambia. Pray accept her service.
1,000 thanks. Welcome, good Cambia. But, gentle lady, methinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold as to know the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, madam, the boldness is mine own, that being a stranger in this city here, do make myself a suitor to your son, unto Bianco, fair and virtuous. This liberty is all that I request, that upon knowledge of my parentage, I may have welcome mongst the rest that woo and free access and favor as the rest. And toward the education of your sons, I here bestow a simple instrument, and this small packet of Greek and Latin books.
Lucentia is your name, of whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, madam, daughter to Vincentia.
Oh, a mighty woman of Pisa. By report, I know her well. You're very welcome, madam. Take you the lute, and you the set of books. You shall go see your pupils presently. A little in the orchard, and then to dinner. You're passing welcome, and so I pray you all to think yourselves.
Madam Baptista, my business asketh haste, and every day I cannot come to woo. You knew my mother well, and in her me, left solely heir to all her lands and goods, which I have bettered rather than decreased. Then tell me, if I get your son's love, what dowry shall I have with him to wed?
After my death, the 1/2 of my lands, and in possession 20,000 crowns.
And for that dowry, I'll assure him of his widowerhood, be it that he survives me in all my lands and leases whatsoever. Let specialties be therefore drawn between us, that covenants may be kept on either hand.
Aye, when the special thing is well obtained, that is, his love, for that is all in all.
Why, that is nothing. For I tell you, mother, I am as peremptory as he proud-minded. And where two raging fires meet together, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. Though little fire grows great with little wind, yet extreme gusts will blow out fire and all. So I to him, and so he yields to me, for I am rough and woo not like a babe.
Well, mayst thou woo, and happy be thy speed, but be thou armed from some unhappy words.
Aye, to the proof, as mountains are for winds, that shakes not, though they blow perpetually.
Well now, my friend, why dost thou look so pale? Will my son not prove a good musician?
Think he'll sooner prove a soldier. Iron may hold with him, but never lutes.
Why, then thou couldst not break him to the lute.
Why no, for he hath broke the lute to me. I did but tell him he mistook his frets and bowed his hand to teach him fingering, and with that word he struck me on the head. And through the instrument my pate made way, and there I stood amazed for a while, as on a pillory looking through the lute, while he did call me rascal fiddler and twangling jack, with 20 such vile terms as had he studied to misuse me so.
Now, by the world, it is a lusty cur. I love him 10 times more than e'er I did. Oh, how I long to have some chat with him.
Go with me, and be not so discomfited. Proceed in practice with my younger son. He's apt to learn and thankful for good turns. Madam Petruchia, will you go with us, or shall I send my son to you?
I pray you do. I'll attend him here. And woo him with some spirit when he comes. Say that he rail, why then I'll tell him plain, he sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that he frown, I'll say he looks as clear as morning roses newly washed with dew. Say he be mute and will not speak a word, then I'll commend his volubility, and say he uttereth piercing eloquence. If he do bid me pack, I'll give him thanks as though he bid me stay by him a week. If he deny to wed, I'll crave the day when I shall ask the banns and when be married. But here he comes. And now, Petruchia, speak. Good morrow, Kate, for that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard of something hard of hearing? They call me Katherino that do talk of me.
You lie, in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Cursed, but Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom, Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate, for dainties are all Kates. And therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate, of my consolation. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtues spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs, myself am moved to woo thee for my husband.
Moved in good time. Let her that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at the first were immovable.
Why, what's immovable?
A joint stool.
Thou hast hit it. Come, sit on me.
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Men are made to bear, and so are you.
No such date as you of me, you mean?
Alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee to be but young and light.
Too light for such a one as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should be, should buzz.
Well ta'en, and like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle, shall a buzzard take thee?
Aye, for a turtle as he takes a buzzard.
Come, come, you wasp. I'faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy, then, is to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool can find it where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours, if you talk of tails. And so, farewell.
What, with my tongue in your tail? Nay, come again, good Kate. I am a gentlewoman.
Oh, that I'll try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So may you lose your arms. If you strike me, you are no gentlewoman. And if no gentlewoman, why then no arms?
Nay. Come, Kate, come. You must not look so sour.
It is my fashion when I see a crab.
Why, here's no crab, and therefore look not sour.
Oh, there is. There is.
Then show it me.
Had I a glass, I would.
What? You mean my face?
Oh, well aimed of such a young one.
Now, by St. George, I am too young for you.
Yet you are withered.
'Tis with cares.
I care not.
Nay, hear you, Kate. In sooth, you scape not so.
Ow. Chape you if I tarry. Let me go.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. 'Twas told me you were rough and coy and sullen, and now I find report a very liar. For thou art pleasant, gamesome, passing courteous, but slow in speech, yet sweet as springtime flowers. Thou canst not frown, thou canst not look askance, nor bite the lip as angry men will, nor hast thou pleasure to be cross in talk, but with thou mildness entertainst thy wooers with gentle conference, soft and affable. Why does the world report that Kate doth limp? Oh, slanderous world! Kate, like the hazel twig, is straight and slender and as brown in hue as hazelnuts and sweeter than the kernels. Oh, let me see thee walk. Thou dost not halt.
Where did you study all this goodly speech?
It is extempore from my mother's wit.
A witty mother, witless else her daughter.
Am I not wise?
Yes, keep you warm.
Marry, so I mean, sweet Katherino, in thy bed. And therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms, your mother hath consented that you shall be my man, your dowry agreed on, and will you nill you, I will marry you. Now, Kate, I am a wife for your turn, for by this light, whereby I see thy beauty that doth make me like thee well, thou must be married to no woman but me, for I am she born to tame you, Kate, and bring you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Here comes your mother. Never make denial. I must and will have Katherino to my husband.
No, Madam Petruchia, how speed you with my son?
How but well, madam, how but well? It were impossible I should speed amiss.
Why, how now, son Katherino, in your dumps?
Call me son. Call you me son. Now I promise you, you have showed a tender motherly regard to wish me wed to one half lunatic, a madcap wench, and a swearing Jill that thinks with oaths to face the matter out.
Mother, 'tis thus. Yourself and all the world that talked of him have talked amiss of him. If he be cursed, it is for policy. For he's not froward, but modest as the dove. He is not hot, but temperate as the morn. And to conclude, we have agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I'll see thee hanged on Sunday first.
Hark, Petruchia, he sees he'll see thee hanged first.
Be patient, gentle women. I chose him for myself. If he and I be pleased, what's that to you? 'Tis bargained twixt us twain, being alone, that he shall still be cursed in company. I tell you, 'tis incredible to believe how much he loves me. Oh, the kindest Kate. He hung about my neck, and kiss on kiss, he vied so fast, protesting oath on oath, that in a twink he won me to his love. Oh, you are novices. 'Tis a world to see how tame, when men and women are alone, a meacock wretch can make the cursest grump. Give me thy hand, Kate. I will unto Venice to buy apparel gainst the wedding day. Provide the feast, mother, and bid the guests. I will be sure my Katherino shall be fine.
I know not what to say, but give me your hands. God send you joy, Petruchia, is a match.
Mother and husband and gentlewoman, adieu. I will to Venice. Sunday comes apace. We will have rings and things and fine array, and kiss me, Kate, will be married Sunday.
Well, take the gentleman. Now I play a merchant's part.
But now, Baptista, to your younger son. Now is the day we have long looked for. I am your neighbor, and was suitor first.
And I am the one that loved Bianco more than words can witness or your thoughts can guess.
Youngling, thou canst not love so dear as I.
Old hag, thy love doth freeze.
Ooh, but thine doth fry. Skipper, stand back, 'tis age that nourisheth.
But youth in men's eyes that flourisheth.
Content you, gentlewomen, I will compound this strife. Say, Madam Gremia, what can you assure him?
First, as you know, my house within the city is richly furnished with plate and gold basins and ewers to lave his hands. In ivory coffers I have stuffed crowns, in cypress chests my arras counterpoints, costly apparel, tents and canopies, fine linen, Turkish cushions embossed with pearl, pewter and brass, and all things that belong to the house or housekeeping. And then at my farm, I have 100 milch kine to the pail, 60 fat oxen standing in my stalls, and all things answerable to this portion. Myself am struck in years, I must confess, and if I die tomorrow, this is his. Whilst I live, he will only be mine.
That only came well in. Ma'am, list to me. I am my mother's heir and only child. If I may have your son to my husband, I'll leave his houses 3 or 4 as good within rich Pisa walls as any one old Signora Gremia has in Padua, besides 2,000 ducats by the year of fruitful land, all which shall be his inheritance. What? Have I pinched you, Madam Gremia?
And amounts to not so much in all. Nay, I have offered all, I have no more, and he can have no more than all I have. If you like me, he shall have me and mine.
Why then, the man is mine from all the world. By your firm promise, Gremia is outvied.
I must confess your offer is the best. And let your mother make her the assurance he is your own. Else, you must pardon me, if you should die before her, where's his dower?
That's but a cavil. She is old, I'm young.
And may not young women die as well as old?
Well, gentlewomen, I am thus resolved. On Sunday next, you know, my son Katherino is to be married. Now, on the Sunday following, shall Bianco be wed to you if you make this assurance? If not, to Master Gremia. And so I take my leave, and thank you both.
Oh, adieu, good neighbor.
'Tis in my head to do my mistress good. I see no reason but supposed Lucentia must get a mother called supposed Vincentia, and that's a wonder. Mothers commonly do get their children, but in this case of wooing, a child shall get a mother if I fail not of my cunning.
Fiddler forbear, you grow too forward, lady.
But, wrangling pedant, this is the patron of heavenly harmony, and give me leave to have prerogative. And when in music we have spent an hour, your lecture shall have leisure for as much.
Preposterous ass that never read so far to know the cause why music was ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of man after his studies or his usual pain? Then give me leave to read philosophy, and while I pause, serve in your harmony.
Ma'am, I will not bear these braves of thine.
Why, gentlewomen, you do me double wrong to strive for that which resteth in my choice. I am no breaching scholar in the schools. I'll not be tied to hours nor pointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself. And to cut off all strife, here sit we down. Take you your instrument, play you the whiles. Her lecture will be done ere you have tuned.
You'll leave her lecture when I am in tune?
That will be never. Tune your instrument.
Where left we last?
Oh, here, sirrah. Hic ibat semois, hic est segea talus, hic steterat priami regia celsa senis.
Construe them.
Hic ibat, as I told you before, Smois, I am Lucentia, hic est daughter unto Vincentia of Pisa. Sigea talus, disguised thus to get your love, hic steterat, and that Lucentia that comes wooing, Priami is my woman, Trania, Regia, bearing my port, Calsacenis, that we might beguile the old pantaloon.
Sir, my instruments in tune.
Let's hear.
Ooh.
Oh, fie, the treble jars.
Spit in the hole, woman, and tune again.
Now, let me see if I can construe it. Hicabat moi, I know you not. Hic est sigeria tellus, I trust you not. Hic steterat priami, take heed she hear us not. Regia presume not, Celsicenis despair not.
Sirrah, 'tis now in tune.
All but the bass.
The bass is right. 'Tis the bass knave that jars. Fiery and forward our pedant is. Now for my life the wicked woman doth court my love. Pedesculae, I'll watch you better yet.
In time, I may believe, yet I mistrust. But let it rest. Now, Lytia, to you, good mistress, take it not unkindly. Pray that I have been thus pleasant with you both.
You may go. Walk. Give me leave a while. My lessons make no music in 3 parts.
Well, I must wait and watch withal, for but I be deceived our fine musician groweth amorous.
Sirrah, before you touch the instrument, to learn the order of my fingering, I must begin with rudiments of art, to teach you gamut in a briefer sort, more pleasant, pithy, and effectual than hath been taught by any of my trade. And there it is in writing, fairly drawn.
What? I am past my gamut long ago.
Oh, but yet read the gamut of Hortensia.
Gamut. I am the ground of all accord. A ray to plead Hortensia's passion, be me, Bianco, take her for thy lady, si faut, that loves with all affection, D sol re, 1 clef 2 notes have I, E la mi, show pity or I die. Call you this a gamut? Tut, I like it not. Old fashions please me best. I am not so nice to change true rules for odd inventions.
Sir, your mother prays you leave your books and help to dress your brother's chamber up. You know tomorrow is the wedding day.
Farewell, sweet mistresses both. I must be gone.
Faith, master, then I have no cause to stay.
But I have cause to pry into this pedant. Methinks she looks as though she were in love. Yet if thy thoughts, Bianco, be so humble to cast thy wandering eyes on every stale, seize thee that list. If once I find thee ranging, Hortensia will be quit with thee by changing.
Madam Lucentia, this is the appointed day that Katherino and Petruchia should be married, and yet we hear not of our daughter-in-law. What will be said? What will it be to want the bride when the priest attends to speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? What says Lucentia to this shame of ours?
Oh, no shame but mine. I must forsooth be forced to give my hand oppose it against my heart, unto a mad-brained, rude wench, full of spleen, who wooed in haste and means to wed at leisure. I told you, she was a frantic fool, hiding her bitter jest in blunt behavior, and to be noted for a merry woman, she'll woo 1,000 point the day of marriage. Make friends, invite, and proclaim the banns. It never means to wed where she hath wooed. Now must the world point at poor Katherino and say, lo, there is mad Petruchia's husband. If it would please her, come and marry him.
Patience, good Katherino, and Baptista too. Though she be blunt, I know her passing wise. Though she be merry, yet withal she's honest.
Good Katherino had never seen her, though.
Oh, go, boy. I cannot blame thee now to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint, much more a shrew of thy impatient temper.
Mistress, news, and such old news as you've ever heard of.
Is she come?
Oh, why no, ma'am.
Well, what then?
She is coming.
Well, when will she be here?
When she stands where I am and sees you there. Petruchia is coming in a new hat and an old waist, a pair of old petticoats thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cases, one buckled, another laced, her horse hipped with an old mothy saddle and stirrups of no kindred, besides possessed with the glanders and like to mose in the chine, troubled with the lampus, infected with the fashions, full of windgulls, sped with spavins, rayed with the yellows, past cure of the fives, stark spoiled with staggers, benon near-legged, or benon with bots, and swayed in the back and shoulders shutten, near-legged before, and with a half-checked bit and a headstall of sheep's leather, which, being restrained to keep him from stumbling, hath been often burst, and now repaired with knots.
'Tis some odd humor pricks her to this fashion, yet oftentimes she goes but mean apparelled.
Well, I'm glad she's come, howsoe'er she comes.
Why, sir, she comes not.
Didst thou not say she comes?
Who? That Petruchia came?
Yes, Petruchia came.
No, ma'am, I say her horse comes with her on his back.
Oh, why, that's all one.
Come, who's at home?
You're welcome, ma'am.
And yet I come not well.
And yet you halt not.
And not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
Were it better I should rush in thus? But where is Kate? Where is my lovely man? How does my mother? Gentles, methinks ye frown, and wherefore gaze this goodly company?
Why, ma'am, you know this is your wedding day. First we were sad, fearing you would not come. Now sadder that you come so unprovided.
And tell us, what occasion of import hath also long detained you from your husband and sent you hither so unlike yourself?
Tedious it were to tell, and harsh to hear. But where is Kate? I stay too long from him. The morning wears. 'Tis time we were at church.
See not your husband in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber, put on some clothes of mine.
Not I, believe me. Thus I'll visit him.
But thus I trust you will not marry him.
Good sooth, even thus. Therefore, ha done wi' words. To me he's married, not unto my clothes. But what a fool am I to chat with you when I should bid good morrow to my groom and seal the title with a lovely kiss.
She hath some meaning in her mad attire. We will persuade her, be it possible, to put on better ere she go to church.
I'll after her and see the event of this.
As I before imparted to your worship, I am to get a woman, whate'er she be, it skills not much, will fit her to our turn, and she shall be Vincentia of Pisa, and make assurance here in Padua of greater sums than I have promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope and marry sweet Bianco with consent.
Were it not that my fellow schoolmistress that to watch Bianco's steps so narrowly, 'twere good, methinks, to steal our marriage, which once performed, let all the world say no. I'll keep mine own, despite of all the world.
That by degrees we mean to look into, and watch our vantage in this business. We'll overreach the old hag GREMIA, the narrow prying mother MINOLA, the quaint musician amorous Lydia, all for my mistress's sake, Lucentia. Ah, Madam GREMIA, came you from the church?
As willingly as ere I came from school.
And is the bride and bridegroom coming home?
A bride, you say? Ooh, 'tis a bride indeed, a grumbling bride, and that the man shall find.
Curser than he? Why, 'tis impossible.
She's a devil, the very fiend.
Why, he's a devil, the devil's dam.
Tut, he's a lamb, a dove, a fool to her. I'll tell you, Madam Lucentia, when the priest asked if Katherino should be her husband, "Aye, by God's wounds," quoth she, and swore so loud that all amazed the priest let fall the book. And as he stooped again to pick it up, this mad-brained bride took him to such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest. "Now take them up," quoth she, "if any list."
What said the man when he rose again?
Oh, he trembled and shook, for why she stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to cozen her. This done, she took the groom about the neck and kissed his lips with such an amorous, clamorous smack that at the parting all the church did echo. And I, seeing this, came hence for very shame. And after me, I know the rout is coming. Such a mad marriage as was never before. Oh, work. I hear the minstrels play.
Gentlewomen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today and have prepared great store of wedding cheer, but so it is, my haste doth call me hence, and therefore here I mean to take my leave.
It's possible you will away tonight.
I must away today before night come. Make it no wonder. If you knew my business, you would entreat me rather go than stay. And honest company, I thank you all that have beheld me give away myself to this most patient, most sweet and virtuous gentleman. Dine with my mother, drink a health to me, for I must hence, and farewell to you all.
Let us entreat you to stay until after dinner.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
I am content you shall entreat me stay, but yet not stay. Entreat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay.
GREMIA, my horse.
Aye, ma'am, they be ready. The horses have, the oats have eaten the horses.
Nay, then. Do what thou canst. I will not go today. No, nor tomorrow. Not till I please myself. The door is open, ma'am. There lies your way.
Oh, Kate, content thee. Prithee, be not angry.
I will be angry. What hast thou to do? Mother, be quiet. He shall stay at my leisure.
Ay, marry, madam. Now it begins to work.
Gentlewomen, forward to the dinner. I see a man may be made a fool if he had not a spirit to resist.
They shall go forward, Kate, at thy command. Obey the groom, that you that attend on him. Go to the feast, revel and domineer, carouse full measure to him. Be mad and merry, or go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, he must with me. Nay, look not big, nor stamp, nor stare, nor fret. I will be master of what is mine own. He is my goods, my chattels, he is my house. Fear not, sweet boy, they shall not touch thee, Kate. I'll buckler thee against 1,000,000.
I'll buckler thee against 1,000,000.
Well, nay, let them go, a couple of quiet ones.
Oh, went they not quickly, I should die with laughing.
Of all mad matches, never was the like.
Signor, what's your opinion of your brother?
That being mad himself, he's madly mated.
Warrant him, Petruchia is cated.
Neighbors and friends, though bride and bridegroom wants to supply the places at the tables, you know there wants no junkets at the feast. Lucentia, you shall supply the bride's place, and let Bianco take his brother's room.
Shall sweet Bianco practice how to groom it?
He shall, Lucentia. Come, gentlemen, let's go.
What thinks thee now, my lord? my lord?
In sooth, I find this place strange.
In sooth, I find this place strange.
Fie, fie, on all tired jades, on all mad mistresses, and all foul ways. Was ever woman so beaten? Was ever woman so raped? Was ever woman so weary? I am sent before to make a fire, and they are coming to after to warm them. Now, were I not a little pot and soon hot, my very lips might freeze to my teeth, and my tongue to the roof of my mouth, and my heart in my belly, ere I should come by the fire to thaw me. But I, with blowing the fire, shall warm myself, for considering the weather, a taller woman than I will take cold. Hello, Carla!
Who is it
Carla!
that calls so coldly? Is my mistress and her man coming, GREMIA? Is he so hot a grump as he's reported?
He was, good Carla, before this frost, but thou knowest winter tames man, woman, and beast. For it hath tamed my old mistress, and my new master, and myself, lovely Carla.
Away, you 3-inch fool, I am no beast.
Am I but 3 inches? But thou wilt make a fire, or shall I complain on thee to our mistress, whose hand she being now at hand, thou shalt soon feel, and to thy cold comfort, for being slow in thy hot office?
I prithee, good GREMIA, tell me, how goes the world?
A cold world, Carla, in every office but thine, and therefore fire, do thy duty. For my master and mistress are almost frozen to death.
There's fire ready, and therefore, good GREMIA, the news. Come, you are so full of coney catching.
Why, therefore, fire, for I have caught extreme cold. Where's the cook? Is supper ready and everything in order?
All ready, and therefore, I pray thee, news.
First, know that my horse is tired. My master and my mistress fallen out.
How?
Out of their saddles, into the dirt, and thereby hangs a tale. Well,
let's have it, good GREMIA.
Lend thine ear.
Here.
There.
Oh. This 'tis to feel a tale, not to hear a tale.
And therefore 'tis called a sensible tale. And this cuff was to knock at your ear and beseech listening. Now I begin. Imprimis. We came down a foul hill, my master riding behind my mistress.
Both? Of one horse?
What's that to thee?
Why, a horse.
What? Tell thou the tale. But hadst thou not crossed me, thou shouldst have heard how his horse fell, and he under the horse. How thou shouldst have heard how in a merry place, how he was bemoiled, how she left him and the horse upon him, how she beat me because his horse stumbled, how he waded through the dirt to pluck her off me, how she swore, how he prayed that never prayed before, how he cried, how the horses ran away, our bridle was burst, how I lost my crupper, with many things of worthy memory, which now shall die in oblivion, and thou return unexperienced to thy grave.
By this reckoning, she is more true than he.
Aye, and that thou shalt find when she comes home. Silence. I hear my mistress.
Where be these knaves? What, no woman at door to hold my stirrup, nor to take my horse? Where is the knave I sent before?
Here, ma'am, as foolish as I was before.
You peasant sot, you malt-horse drudge. Did I not bid thee meet me in the park and bring along this rascal with thee? Go, rascals, go and fetch my supper in. Where is the life that late I led? Where are those? Sit down, Kate, and welcome. Be merry, Kate. Some water here. What ho! Where's my spaniel, Troilus? Where are my slippers? Shall I have some water? Come, Kate, and wash and welcome heartily. You villain, will you let it fall?
Patience, I pray you, 'twas a fault unwilling.
A beetle-headed, flap-eared wench. Come, Kate, sit down. I know you have a stomach. Will you give thanks, sweet Kate, or else shall I? What's this? Mutton?
I?
Who brought it?
I.
'Tis burnt, and so is all the meat. What dogs are these? Where is the rascal cook? How durst you villains bring it from the dresser and serve it thus to me that love it not? There, take it all to you, trenchers, cups, and all. You heedless joltheads and unmannered slaves. What, do you grumble? I'll be with you straight.
I pray you, wife, be not so disquiet. The meat was well if you were so contented.
I tell thee, Kate, 'twas burnt and dried away, and I am expressly am forbid to touch it, for it engenders choler, planteth anger. Be patient. Tomorrow it shall be mended, and for this night we'll fast for company. Come, I will bring thee to my bridal chamber.
Didst ever see the lake?
Children with his own humor.
Even now she stands in his chamber, making a sermon of continency to him, and rails and swears and rates that he, poor soul, knows not which way to stand, to look, to speak, and sits as one new risen from a dream. Away, away, for she is coming hither.
Yes.
Thus have I politically begun my reign, and 'tis my hope to end successfully. My falcon now is sharp and passing empty, and till he stoop, he must not be full gorged, for then he never looks upon his lure. Another way I have to man my haggard, to make him come and know his keeper's call. That is, to watch him, as we watch these kites that bait and beat and will not be obedient. He ate no meat today, nor none shall eat. Last night he slept not, nor tonight he shall not. As with the meat, some undeserved fault I'll find about the making of the bed, and here I'll fling the pillow, there the bolster, this way the coverlet, another the sheets. Aye, and amid this hurly, I intend that all is done in reverent care of him. And in conclusion, he shall watch all night. And if he chance to nod, I'll rail and brawl, and with the clamour keep him still awake. This is a way to kill a man with kindness. And thus I'll curb him, mad and headstrong humour. She that knows better how to tame a grouch, now let her speak. 'Tis charity to shew.
Is't possible, friend Lydia, that Master Bianco doth fancy any other but Lucentia? I tell you, ma'am, he bears me fair in hand.
Lady, to satisfy you in what I have said, stand by and mark the manner of her teaching.
Thou, master, profit you in what you read?
What mistress read you? First resolve me that.
I read that I profess, the art to love.
And may you prove, ma'am, mistress of your art.
While you, sweet boy, prove master of my heart.
Quick proceeders, Mary, now tell me, I pray, you that durst swear that your master Bianco loved none in the world so well as Lucentia.
Oh, despiteful love, unconstant mankind, I tell thee, Lydia, this is wonderful.
Mistake no more. I am not Lydia, nor a musician as I seem to be, but one that scorned to live in this disguise. For such a one as leaves a gentlewoman and makes a god of such a cullion. No, sir, that I am called Hortensia.
Madam Hortensia, I have often heard of your entire affection to Bianco, and since mine eyes are witness of his lightness, I will with you, if you be so contented, forswear Bianco and his love forever.
See how they kiss in court. Oh, Madam Lucentia, here is my hand, and here I firmly vow never to woo him more, but do forswear him.
And here I take the like unfeigned oath, never to marry with him, though he would entreat.
Would all the world but he had quite forsworn. For me, that I may surely keep mine oath, I will be married to a wealthy widower ere 3 days pass, which hath as long loved me as I have loved this proud disdainful cur. And so, farewell, Madam Lucentia.
Master Bianco, bless you with such grace, as long as to a lover's blessed case. Nay, I have ta'en you napping, gentle love, and have forsworn you with Hortensia.
Tranya, you jest. But have you both forsworn me?
Master, we have.
We are rid of Licia.
Faith, she'll have a lusty widower now, that shall be wooed and wedded in a day.
God give her joy.
Ay, and she'll tame him.
She says so, Tranya.
Faith, she is gone unto the taming school.
The taming school? What, is there such a place?
Aye, master, and Petruchia is the mistress. That teacheth tricks 11 and 20 long to tame a grouch and charm his chattering tongue.
No, no, forsooth, I dare not for my life.
The more am I wrong, the more her spite appears. What, did she marry me to famish me? Beggars that come unto my mother's door upon entreaty have a present alms. If not, elsewhere they meet with charity. But I, who never knew how to entreat, nor never needed that I should entreat, am starved for meat, giddy for lack of sleep, with oaths kept waking and with brawling fed. And that which spites me more than all these wants, she does it under the name of perfect love. As who would say if I should sleep or eat, 'twere deadly sickness or else present death? I prithee, I prithee, go and get me some repast. I care not what, so it be wholesome food.
What say you to a neat's foot?
'Tis passing good. I prithee, let me have it.
I fear it's too caloric a mate. I'll say you to a fat tripe finely boiled.
I like it well. Good GREMIA, fetch it me.
I cannot tell. I fear it's too caloric. What say you to a piece of beef and mustard?
A dish that I do love to feed upon.
But the mustard's too hot a little.
Why then the beef, and let the mustard rest.
Nay, then, I will not. You'll have the mustard, or else you'll get no beef of GREMIA.
Go. Get thee gone, thou deluded slave! Beats me with the very name of meat. Sorrow on thee, and all the pack of you that triumph thus upon my misery. Go, get thee gone, I say.
How fares my Kate? What, sweeting, all a mort?
Master, what cheer?
Faith, as cold as can be.
Pluck up thy spirits, look cheerfully upon me. Here, love, thou seest how diligent I am to dress thy meat myself and bring it thee. I am sure, sweet Kate, this kindness merits thanks. What? Not a word? Nay then, thou lovest it not, and all my pains is sorted to no proof. Here, take away this dish.
No, I pray, let us stand.
The poorest service is repaid with thanks, and so shall mine before you touch the meat.
I thank you, ma'am.
Madam Petruchia, fie, you are to blame. Come, masticate, I'll bear you company.
Eat it up all, Hortensia, if thou loves me. Much good it do unto thy gentle heart. Kate, eat apace. And now, my honey love, we will return unto thy mother's house, and revel it as bravely as the best. What, hast thou dined? The tailor stays thy leisure to deck thy body with his ruffling treasure. Come, tailor, let us see these ornaments. Lay forth the clothes. Why, what a devil's name, tailor, call'st thou this?
You bid me make it orderly and well, according to the fashion and the time.
Marry, and did, but if you be remembered, I did not bid you mar it to the time. Go, hop me over every kennel home, for you shall hop without my custom, sir. I'll none of it. Hence, make your best of it.
Never saw a better fashioned shirt. More quaint, more pleasing, nor more commendable. Belike you mean to make a puppet of me.
Why, true, she means to make a puppet of thee.
He says your worship means to make a puppet of him.
Oh, monstrous arrogance! Thou liest, thou thread, thou thimble, thou yard, 3/4, half yard, quarter, nail, thou flea, thou knit, thou winter cricket, thou braved in mine own house with a skein of thread. Away, thou rag, thou quantity, thou remnant, or I shall so bemeet thee with thy yard as thou shalt think on prating whilst thou livest. I tell thee, that thou hast marred his shirt.
Your worship is deceived. The shirt is made just as my master had direction. GREMIA gave order how it should be done.
I gave her no order. I gave her the stuff.
But how did you desire it should be made?
Marry, with needle and thread.
But did you not request to have it cut?
Thou hast faced many things.
I have.
Face not me. Thou hast braved many women, brave not me. I will neither be faced nor braved. I say unto thee, I bid thy master cut out the shirt, but I did not bid him cut it to pieces. Ergo, thou liest.
What? Here is the note of the fashion to testify.
Read it.
The note lies in his throat, if she says I said so.
Imprimis, a loose-bodied shirt.
If ever I said loose-bodied, sew me into it and beat me to death with the bottom of brown thread. I said a shirt.
Proceed.
With a small compassed cape.
I confess the cape.
With trunk sleeves.
I confess 2 sleeves.
The sleeves curiously cut.
Aye, there's the villainy.
And the bill, ma'am, and the bill. I commanded the sleeves should be cut and sewed up again, and that'll prove upon thee, though thy little finger be armed in a thimble.
This is true that I say, and I had thee in place where thou shouldst know it.
I am for thee straight. Take thou the bill. Give me thy meat yard, and spare not me.
God a mercy, GREMIA, then she shall have no odds.
Well, sir, in brief, the shirt is not for me.
You're in the right. 'Tis for my master.
Hortensia, say thou wilt see the tailor paid. Go, take it hence, be gone, and say no more.
Tailor, I'll pay thee for thy shirt tomorrow. Take no unkindness of his hasty words. Away, I say, commend me to thy mistress.
Well, come, my Kate, we will unto your mothers, even in these honest mean habiliments. Our purses shall be proud, our garments poor, for 'tis the mind that makes the body rich. Let's see, I think 'tis now some 7 o'clock, and well, we may come there by dinner time.
I dare assure you, lady, 'tis almost 2. It will be supper time ere you come there.
Shall be 7 ere I go to horse. Look what I speak, or do, or think to do. You are still crossing it. Ladies, let it alone. I will not go today, and ere I do, it shall be what o'clock I say it is.
Why so, this woman will command the sun.
Come on, in God's name, once more toward our mothers. Oh, good Lord, how bright and goodly shines the moon.
The moon? The sun! It's not moonlight now.
I say it is the moon that shines so bright.
I know it is the sun that shines so bright.
Now, by my mother's daughter, and that's myself, it shall be moon, or star, or what I list, or ere I journey to your mother's house. Go and fetch our horses back again. Evermore crossed and crossed, nothing but crossed.
Say as she says, or we shall never go.
Forward, I pray, since we have come so far, and be it moon or sun or what you please. And if you please to call it a rush, a candle, henceforth I vow it shall be for me.
I say it is the moon.
I know it is the moon.
Nay then, you lie. It is the blessed sun.
Oh, then God be blessed. It is the blessed sun. But sun it is not, when you say it is not, and the moon changes even as your mind. What you will have it named, even that it is, and so it shall be so for Katherino.
Petruchia, go thy ways, the field is won.
Well, forward, forward, thus the bowl should run, and not unluckily against the bias, but soft. Company is coming here. Good morrow, gentle sir, where away? Tell me, sweet Kate, and tell me truly too, hast thou beheld a lovelier gentleman? Such a war of white and red within his cheeks. What stars do spangle with heaven such beauty as those 2 eyes become that heavenly face? Fair, lovely man, once more, good day to thee. Sweet Kate embraced him for his beauty's sake.
She will make the woman mad to make the man of him.
Young, budding youth, fair and fresh and sweet, whither away or where is thy abode? Happy the parents of so fair a child. Happier the woman whom favorable stars allots thee for her lovely bedfellow.
Why, how now, Kate? I hope thou art not mad. This is a woman, old, wrinkled, faded, withered, and not a man, as thou sayst she is.
Pardon, old mother, my mistaking eyes that have been so bedazzled with the sun, that everything I look on seemeth green. Now I perceiveth thou art a reverend mother. Pardon, I pray thee, for my mad mistaking.
Do, good old grandam, and withal make known which way thou travellest, if along with us we should be joyful of thy company.
Fair sir, and you, my merry mistress, that with your strange encounter much amazed me. My name is called Vicentia, my dwelling Pisa, and bound I am to Padua, there to visit a daughter of mine, which long I have not seen.
What is her name?
Lucentia, gentle madam.
Happily met, the happier for thy daughter. And now, by law as well as reverend age, I may entitle thee my loving mother, the brother to my husband, this gentleman, thy daughter by this hath married. Wonder not, nor be not aggrieved. He is of good esteem. Let me embrace with old Vicentia, and wonder we to see thy honest daughter, who will of thy arrival be full joyous.
But is this true? Or is it else your pleasure, like pleasant travelers, to break a jest upon the company you overtake?
I do assure thee, mother, so it is.
Come, go along and see the truth hereof, for our first merriment hath made thee jealous.
Petruchia, this has put me in heart. Have to my widower, and if he be froward, then hast thou taught Hortensia to be untoward.
Madam, here's the door. This is Lucentia's house. My mother's bears more toward the marketplace. Thither I must, and here I leave you, ma'am.
You shall not choose but drink before you go. I think I shall command your welcome here.
They're busy within. You were best knock louder.
Mother? Lives my sweet daughter?
Pardon, Madame Baptista.
How hast thou offended? Where is Lucentia?
Here is Lucentia, right daughter to the right Vicentia, that have by marriage made thy son mine, while counterfeit supposes bleared thine eyne.
Here's packing with a witness to deceive us all.
Why, tell me, is not this my Cambria?
Cambia is changed into Lucentia.
Love wrought these miracles. Bianco's love made me exchange my state with Trania, while he did bear my countenance in the town, and happily I have arrived at the last unto the wished haven of my bliss.
Lady, married my son without asking my goodwill.
Fear not, Baptista, we will content you. Go to.
Look not pale, Bianco, thy mother will not frown.
Oh, my cake is dough, but I'll in among the rest out of hope of all but my share of the feast.
Wife, let's follow to see the end of this ado.
First, kiss me, Kate, and we will.
What? In the midst of the street?
What? Art thou ashamed of me?
No, no, madam, God forbid. But ashamed to kiss.
Why then, let's home again. Come, my sweet, let's away.
Nay, 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 I will give thee a kiss. Now, pray thee, love, stay.
Is not this well? Come, my sweet Kate. Better once than never, for never too late.
At last, though long, our jarring notes agree, and time it is when raging war is done to smile escapes and perils overblown. My fair Bianco, bid my mother welcome, while I with self-same kindness welcome thine. Sister Petruchia, brother Katherino, and thou, Hortensia, with thy loving widower, feast with the best and welcome to my house. My banquet is to close our stomachs up after our great good cheer. Pray you, sit down, for now we sit to chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Padua affords this kindness, daughter Petruchia.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, I would that word were true.
Now, for my life, Hortensia fears her widower.
Then never trust me if I'm afeared.
You are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I mean, Hortensia is afeard of you.
She that is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Roundly replied.
She that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you, tell me what you mean by that.
Your wife, being troubled with a grouch, measures my wife's sorrow by her woe, and now you know my meaning.
Very mean meaning.
Right, I mean you.
And I mean indeed, respecting you.
To her, Kate.
To her, widower.
100 marks. My Kate does put him down.
That's my office.
Spoke like an officer. How to thee, lady?
How likes GREMIA these quick-witted folk?
Oh, believe me, ma'am, they butt together well.
Head and butt, and hasty-witted body would say your head and butt were head and horn.
Ay, Master Groom, hath that awakened you?
Aye, but not frighted me, therefore I'll sleep again.
Nay, that you shall not. Since you have begun, have at you for a bit of jest or two.
Am I your bird? I mean to shift my bush and then pursue me as you draw your bow. You are all welcome.
He hath prevented me. Here, Madam Trania, this bird you aimed at, though you hit him not, therefore a health to all that shot and missed.
Oh, lady, Lucentia slipped me like her greyhound, which runs herself and catches for her master.
A good swift simile, but something currish.
'Tis well, lady, that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought your deer does hold you at bay.
Oh, Petruchia, Trania hits at you now.
I thank thee for that good Trania.
Confess, hath she not hit you here?
She has a little galled me, I confess. And as the jest did glance away from me, 'tis 10 to 1 it maimed you two outright.
Now, in good sadness, daughter Petruchia, I think thou hast the veriest grump of all.
Well, I say no. And therefore, for assurance, let's each send one unto her husband, and she whose man is most obedient to come at first when she doth send for him, shall win the wager we will propose.
Content. What's the wager?
20 crowns?
20 crowns? I'll venture so much of my hawk or hound. Right, but 20 times so much upon my husband.
100 then.
Content.
A match, 'tis done.
Who shall begin?
That will I. Go, Biandella, bid your master come to me.
Daughter, I'll be your half. Bianco comes.
No, I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
Madam, my master sends you word that he is busy and he cannot come.
Oh!
How? He's busy and he cannot come. Is that any answer?
Aye, and a kind one too. Pray God, lady, your husband sends you not a worse.
Better.
Madam Biandella, go and entreat my husband to come to me forthwith.
Oh, entreat him. Nay, then he needs must come.
I am afraid, do what you can, yours will not be entreated. Now, where's my husband?
Where is the girl?
Excuse me, I'm so sorry. He says you have some goodly jest in hand. He will not come. He bids you to come to him.
Worse and worse. He will not come. Oh, vile, intolerable, not to be endured. Madam GREMIA, go to your master, say, I command him come to me.
I know his answer.
What?
He will not.
The foul of fortune mine, and there an end.
Now, by my holy name, here comes Katherino.
What is your will, my lady, that you send for me?
Where is your brother and Hortensia's husband?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Go, fetch them hither.
Here's a wonder, if you talk of a wonder.
So it is. I wonder what it bodes.
Marry, peace it bodes, and love, and quiet life. And to be short, what not that's sweet and happy?
Now fair befall thee, good Petruchia. The wager thou hast won, and I will add unto their losses 20,000 crowns. Another dowry for another son, for he is changed as he had never been.
Nay, I'll win my wager better yet, and show more sign of his obedience, his new built virtue and obedience. See where he comes, and brings your froward husband as prisoners to his manly persuasion. Katherino, that cap of yours becomes you not. Off with that bauble now. Throw it underfoot.
Lady, let me never have a cause to sigh till I be brought to such a silly pass.
Fie, what a foolish duty call you this?
I would your duty were as foolish too. The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianco, hath cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for laying on my duty.
Katherino, I charge thee, tell these headstrong men what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Come, you're mocking. We will have no telling.
Come on, I say, and first begin with him.
He shall not.
I say he shall, and first begin with him.
Fie. Unknit that threatening unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lady, thy queen, thy governess. A man moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty, and while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy wife is thy love, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one that cares for thee, and cares no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as the subject owes the princess, even such a man oweth to his wife. And when he is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to her honest will, what is he but a foul, contending rebel and graceless traitor to his loving lady? I am ashamed that men are so simple to offer war where they should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Come, you froward and unable worms! My mind hath been as big as one of yours, my heart as great, my reason happily more, to bandy word for word and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws, our strength is weak, our weakness past compare, but seeming to be most which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place your hands below your wife's foot, in token of which duty, if she please, my hand is ready, and may it do her ease.
Why, there's a man, Come on and kiss me, Kate.
Go thy ways, old lady, for thou shalt have it.
'Tis a good hearing when children are toward.
But a harsh hearing when men are froward.
Come, Kate, we'll to bed. We three are married, but you two are sped. 'Twas I won the wager, though you hit the white, and being a winner, God give you good night.
Ah, now go thy ways. Thou hast tamed a cursed grouch.
It's a wonder, by your leave, he will be tamed so.
Sweet lord, I beseech thee, how didst thou find the play?
By my troth, I do confess I much preferred the murder of Gonzago.
Hmm.
Yay! Virtual curtain call! Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Zoom Shakespeare's 50th production. Oh my God, that's insane, you guys. This was incredibly fun, and we're so glad that everyone was here in the audience to joined. And I'm going to turn on Alex Goldrich's video because I forgot to do that, and that's what happened this time. Hold on one second. Great. Asked to start video. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, so we are one show away from finishing the canon. There's Alex. We have pushed back our collaboration, our Othello collaboration with the Senkova Collective to the 27th, 28th, 29th, I think that weekend of February, and then we will be done with the canon. And as to what we're going to do after that stuff, specifically, not quite sure yet. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night, and thank you for joining.